Welcome to Cici Sews, and today we're gonna make this box cube. It's like a little block for kiddos. Also, if anyone has any hints, tips, tricks on how to close this without having to hand stitch, I'd love to know. All right, watch the video. Bye, friends. 1 square, yeah. 2, 5, 4, and 5. I went ahead and did another pink one, so we'll put her here. All right. So now we sew. All right, so now I'm doing row 3. Well, yeah, number 3. And I think I've got the tension thing fixed. Lord knows this tension has been a problem. I gotta go. Okay, so we're gonna iron, and this is showing that they press down the seams opposite directions. So like that, I guess, and then they ironed it. So we'll try that. We'll try that and we'll see if that works. I don't know if they're, looks like that's what they did. So like I said, do we read directions? No. Do we look at pictures? Yes. We're visual learners here, friends. Visual learners. And we're not gonna iron our hands. I promised my husband. I can't make that actual promise, but I'm gonna try to keep to my word that I was not gonna actually injure myself doing this job. If anybody that's watching would like anything that I make, let a girl know, because I only have a little boy. And as much as I'm sure he would love one of these, I'd rather give it to a little girl or anybody. So honestly, if you follow me, send me a little message. I'll send you one of my creations. I have the bib. I think I'm gonna give to my sister-in-law. She has a little baby Junie. So I think June will get the first bib. But if you have a little baby and you wanna follow me, click the follow button. And you know, whoever messages me like 10th, send me your address and I'll send this to you. I don't know. I think it's fun. This is very fun, but I don't want to keep all my projects to myself. I need stuff for other people. All right, so we've got that. Let me keep reading the directions and see what we do next. So if I read this right, this would be block 2, and we're gonna start here, and we're not gonna sew in the inseam. So that makes sense to me. So this is in a seam here, and this is in a seam, as far as my little brain will allow me to think. That's what I think. So let's go back to sewing. All right, so we've went ahead and we have attached, oops, the one block. Oh my, we've made a mess. That's okay, I'm trying to get it. I wanted to make sure I was backstitching, but I may have backstitched a little too much, which I didn't think was possible, but I might have. Okay, so I think I've done it right. So right now I have this, and this is open a little bit. Refrigerator speaking. Let's go ahead and attach this last one to the pretty side. Pretty sides together. Okay, this is actually going a little better than I anticipated. I say that now, and it'll probably all be a mess at some point, so. I haven't started putting it together yet, necessarily. I haven't started sewing it together. Sewing it actually together. Okay, so let's go ahead and do Maya. So let's fix our little stringy. All right, let's do this. Okay, so we're gonna start, I would say, like right here. Hope for the best. I think that I ironed my things the wrong way. I think it's okay, but I definitely ironed them the wrong way. I think the picture was misleading. We'll blame the picture, not me not reading the directions. Although I did read the directions, it just told me something incorrect. We're gonna go straight, we're gonna backstitch, we're gonna put our little cheater on, and we're gonna fly. Oh, I'm so glad that tension issue is fixed, because that was driving me bonkers. Driving anyone else bonkers? Because me only? Oh, well, that's cool. Okay, all right, so we're right there on the edge. Let's Let's backstitch a little bit. Okay. I've got, I think I need to go a little further. Like I said, I think I did do that wrong. Good. So right now, this is what we're looking like. What a beauty. Okay. Makes sense to me. Okay. If I had to guess, we will be turning these sides. We'll probably be sewing like this, if I had to guess. Let's read the instructions. Good idea, internet. Not sewn, not sewn. We did that. Now, then I start bringing the cube together by sewing the bottom of block 4 to the side of block 5. When you pin the sides to each other, you will notice an overhang again. Do not sew on the last 1/4 inch, as you will be using it to attach to the other side of the cube. Okay, genius. I would assume this is block 3. Oh wait. Back we go to our picture. Block 3 to block 5. Okay. Oh, I was so right. I'm proud of myself. Okay. So we once again put these sides together, and we fly. And they told me there would be some overhangs, so I'm kind of just gonna go. And I haven't pinned any of this, and that's probably, not good, but I didn't do it. So we're not gonna go back now, because we're already moving around downtown. So I'm gonna push her down, run back microscopically. Okay, and we're gonna run. I don't know if I'm doing this right. Hope for the best. And I'm definitely sewing a little further in on accident. That's okay. It's what it is. And it did say there would be a little overhang, which there is. I guess you can't even see me sewing here. Okay, so we've got that box there, and that came undone. So let me go back and fix that, because it looks like it's coming undone a little bit, and I don't like how that is doing that. Let's fix it. Let's fix it. Drop it low, and we swing, and we back it up. All right, love her and leave her. Literally, we're loving her and we're leaving her. Okay, all right. So right now, this is what she looks like. Next, keep going, attaching sides to each other to form. If I had to guess, we're gonna do these two next. I love that. Okay. You'll notice one thing about me is I'm a little funny. Not really funny, but somewhat funny. Funny looking. Just kidding. All right, so let's keep going here. Let's everybody ignore that I said that. Let's pretend like I didn't actually, because I just embarrassed myself. Let's sew. Forward a little. Backward a couple. Ooh, might have gone too far. I like to call it to run. When I'm just going and like sewing, I like to call it a run. I have so many stitches on the inside of here, it's crazy. Wait, hold on. I think that I'm sewing straight up. No, I really don't think I'm sewing on those seams, but there's not a seam there, so I'm just gonna sew it and see what goes. Like I said, give it a go, see how it goes. It's not right, it's not right. That might be wrong. That actually might be incorrect, but I didn't specify. All right, I think it'll be fine. Okay, let's do these two together. And then we have one more. No, we got a couple more. Okay, let's fly. All right, that is wrong. This is my inexperience because I am like literally so new to this. I literally had 1 week of someone teaching me. And then I thought, you know what I could do? I could go on the internet and talk about doing this. What a fool I was. A fool. Please don't come for me. I heard there's such a thing as a quilting police. I want no part in that. I want no part in these quilting police coming after me. I don't want them to comment. They can subscribe and they can talk amongst themselves. about how bad of a job I'm doing. You know what? As a younger generation, I feel like we need to pick up some hobbies that don't involve the internet. Although here I am with my iPad up next to me to look at the instructions. But this is like an old school craft that I think is a fabulous thing for the young folks to learn. Next, let's go with this one next. Oh my gosh, this is like actually becoming a box. Look at this box I made. Is everyone else excited? Me too. I'm assuming that we're turning it where, I don't know, I haven't got that far yet, but I would assume the whole open one, we leave one open. Honestly, I have no idea on that part. We'll find out when we get there. It's back it up like a dump truck. Sorry. I'm really sorry if I'm really annoying. But you know what? I'm just having a good time. And I don't think we should be penalized for that. I have great friends, great family, beautiful life. So if a couple people on the internet don't like me, look at what I made. Okay. She's a boxy girl. Hey, look at me. Okay, let's see what we do next. All right, I did all of that. I sew a little bit on each side of the last open, but I left a few inches open in the middle. Okay, so essentially, this one is gonna be sewn essentially all around. And then they kind of left a little bit of it to turn it. And we're gonna back it up. I actually don't know if anything that I say is actually correct, but if anybody has any tips or tricks, anything to make my life a little easier, a little less complicated, leave it in the comments. Love it or leave it, friends. All right, so we have two sides. If I had to guess, this is all a guessing game. I know that my allergies are so bad and I live in Florida, so sorry. I'll stop talking. I'll stop talking and start sewing. I'm having too much fun right now. Is anyone else having a lot of fun sewing their projects and masterpieces together? Because I am. I'm having a grand old time. And we're going backwards. Whoa. And we're going forwards. I don't even know if you can see me sewing. You can hear me talking. Hold on. Let's zoom in. I don't know how to zoom. But we're going to pretend I zoomed. Zoom. One of these days I'm going to post one of these unedited and people are going to be like, dude, this girl is senile. I can accept that. All right. Let me get comfortable in here. For my grand finale of turning. I don't have enough of the boy fabric. I'm gonna shove that in there first. Oh, thank you, Mary Martha Mama. Also, I used your tutorial. I used your pictures.com. Maybe I could link it. I could link it for sure. And kind of tell you that's where I got it. So I want to give her credit because honestly, without her, this wouldn't have been possible today. Look at that. Keep stuffing her. It's gonna take a lot of polyfill. I didn't think it was gonna take this much. I need to get some more. Okay, let's keep stuffing her. Because you kind of want it hard, I think. I don't know. I don't really want you to feel that mylar in there. Not that you can really feel it, but I want you to be able to hear it, but not like, I mean,